I'm Storm Tracker 18 meteorologist Austin Haskins with your Thursday weather forecast. Our storm system off to our west will continue to bring some rain to the area today. Along with that, some gusty winds and even a few showers and thunderstorms into the afternoon. The threat for thunderstorms this afternoon comes along this cold front. The rain this morning is kind of in between a stationary boundary and a warm front to our south and west. And once that moves out, we should actually have a pretty quiet middle of the day. So that lunchtime time frame, early afternoon, we shouldn't have any issues and maybe even seeing a little bit of sunshine as well. But as we get into the afternoon and after about 3 o'clock, we will start to see a line of showers and even a few storms track through the area. And by about the time we get to mid-evening, so around 8, 9 o'clock, this should be mostly out of the area. And believe it or not, we could actually have a little bit of some rain and snow on the backside of the system tonight and into the morning hours tomorrow. Now, it's not going to be anything widespread, anything significant. The better chances for this will be along and north of I-94 and US 29 and really from Highway 64 points north for that light rain and snow potential. Otherwise, cloudy, breezy, and cooler on Friday. And it's really not until we get into Friday night and Saturday that we'll start to clear things out a little bit. And that'll lead to a much nicer Saturday, but it'll still be a little bit on the breezy side. So how much precip are we looking at total? Nothing too significant. Most spots will see about 1/4 of an inch or less. But if you get under one of those heavier downpours, you can maybe see 1/3 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch of total precipitation. So the Storm Prediction Center still maintains at least the area in light green for seeing a rumble of thunder or two this afternoon and evening. So that runs from near Phillips to Cornell to Eau Claire down to Winona. But down further south and east, you can see that area in dark green. That's where we could actually see a strong to severe storm. So places like the Quad Cities, Madison, Milwaukee, Chicago. And there could be all hazards of severe weather on the table, a damaging wind gust, some hail, and maybe even a brief spin-up tornado, which is pretty rare because in the state of Wisconsin, there's been no tornadoes reported in the state in history in the month of February. So kind of an interesting fact and just kind of how out of place this is to see severe weather in February in Wisconsin and the upper Midwest in general for that matter. So could get a little bit on the crazy side with those storms down to the south, but I don't expect any severe weather here. And even if you're not in this area of light green, you still can't totally rule out a rumble of thunder in your location. Outside of that, we're going to get back well into the 50s today. Record in Eau Claire today is 49, so we should have a pretty good chance of breaking that once again. We fall back into the 30s tonight, and then we're only going to get back into the mid to upper 30s tomorrow, maybe closer to 40 down to the south. And going ahead, we'll stay in the 30s going forward through the weekend. And then next week, we'll be on either side of 40 degrees with a mixture of clouds and sun. So not as warm as it's been, but we're still going to be above average.